Yuka Roya from the business desk joins me now. Yuka, welcome to the programme. The US government increasing tariffs on a variety of Chinese goods, notably electric cars.
Well, Tom, US President Joe Biden announced a raft of punitive tariffs on some $18 billion worth of Chinese goods, including quadrupling the border tax on electric cars. The White House says the measures are carefully targeted at strategic sectors such as green tech, metals and medical equipment. The new levies expand existing tariffs imposed during the Trump administration, which the current government has been reviewing over the past 4 years. Its conclusion is that China's forced technology transfers and non-market trade practices had unfairly given it control of global supply chains and were threatening America's jobs and economic security. While Beijing strongly criticized the move, the US president doubled down on his pledge to protect American industries ahead of November's election.
But for too long, it hasn't been fair. For years, the Chinese government has poured state money into Chinese companies across a whole range of industries: steel and aluminum, semiconductors, electric vehicles, solar panels, the industries of the future, and even critical health equipment like gloves and masks. That's why today I'm announcing new tariffs in key sectors of the economy that are going to ensure that our workers are not held back by unfair trade practices.
OK, so let's move on to another story you've picked out for us. A new version of ChatGPT is out, and it looks, well, it sounds rather, more human than ever before.
Tom, it's called GPT 4.0, rather. It's the latest version of OpenAI's iconic chatbot, powered by artificial intelligence. It responds faster, speaks quite candidly, and can identify emotions from facial expressions in video talks. Brian Quinn has more.
The next leap forward for ChatGPT. Its latest update from OpenAI, version 4.0, can now carry on hyper-realistic voice conversations with users.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Interacting using text, audio, and visual cues with nearly no delay in response time.
This is the first time that we are really making a huge step forward when it comes to the ease of use. And this is incredibly important because we're looking at the future of interaction between ourselves and the machines.
So what kind of emotions do you think I'm feeling?
It looks like you're feeling pretty happy and cheerful.
4.0's astonishingly natural mannerisms seem straight out of a Hollywood film, and in a way, they are.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
OpenAI's programmers and executives have acknowledged being inspired by the 2013 film Her, in which the lead character falls in love with his digital assistant.
Bingo!
In addition to analyzing computer code, providing real-time translation, and explaining equations, the bot can detect emotions in users' tone of voice or facial expressions and pause for interruptions. Its rollout by the Microsoft-backed OpenAI is the latest move in a race to draw users in and monetize the AI systems that have cost billions to develop as competition in the sphere heats up. ChatGPT's user numbers peaked at 1.8 billion web visits in May 2023 and have stagnated ever since, the company hoping that 4.0 will reignite its dominance in the AI chatbot field.
And Google's parent company Alphabet has just unveiled a beefed-up version of its Gemini chatbot and rolled out a revamped search engine that will respond with conversational summaries generated by artificial intelligence. The makeover was announced at the tech company's annual developer conference and will begin this week in the US.
OK, what's all of that excitement doing to the markets then, Yuka?
Well, Alphabet shares, to start with, are up by about 0.8 of a percentage point, a pretty mild reaction after a host of announcements were made today. Wall Street, on the whole, is gaining momentum, with all three main indices drifting higher in afternoon trade at near record levels set in March. As you can see there, Dow Jones, S&P and the Nasdaq all up by 0.3 to 0.7 of a percentage point.
OK, now to a rather niche part of the stock market. It seems that meme stocks are back in the game. Tell us more.
Yeah, Tom, you may remember the frenzy 3 years ago that caused a surreal rally of GameStop, a brick-and-mortar video game shop chain. Well, that phenomenon seems to be back. After jumping 75% on Monday, GameStop shares are up currently a further 40% so far this Tuesday, along with it other meme stocks like the theatre chain AMC. But both had risen much more in earlier trading. The 2021 meme stock mania was triggered by a social media movement to prop up GameStop's share price in the face of Wall Street hedge funds short selling them. That is, selling borrowed stocks to then buy them back, betting that the prices would go down at a time that the company's business was struggling. Gaming fans and retail investors, galvanized by talks on Reddit, tried to counteract that by buying the stock, pushing its price up and causing what's known as a short squeeze. It resulted in hefty losses for the short sellers. Now, the key figure behind that activism was an investor called Keith Patrick Gill. He has been silent for the past 3 years, but on Monday, this post on X by Roaring Kitty, that's Jill's online name, appeared to show a gamer suddenly jumping into action. And this apparently caused a mini version of the 2021 craze.